What's good? What's good? I got two cameras. I'm feeling fancy now. We're here. I'm DM. EJ, you here?
You're
Everybody get it started. This one's called Make You. Yeah.
Take this crash course in love. Let me be your pilot. Trust me when I say, don't try to fight it, yeah. You never felt a rush like this, ayy. You never had a touch like this, no. You can check it off your bucket list,
Yeah.
Just sit back and chill, cause I won't miss.
Break it down.
Break it down for me.
Yeah.
Drop it, girl, let me work, yeah. I will never leave.
I never leave.
Get used to me, cause I ain't going nowhere.
Go.
I can make you a believer.
Yeah.
Let love.
Yeah.
I can make you a believer.
Let
love. I can make you a believer. Let love. I can make you a believer. Let love change your mind. Oh.
Yeah. Verse 2. Let's go.
This ain't nothing that you never really seen before.
Shout out to
You
Dro.
at the shop kinda early, gotta open doors. See, the true thing is I'm tryna small talk. Give it to you like Chihuahua, that's a small walk. Hey, I ain't no ordinary guy, but people want the salt, so I gotta give them fry. Hey, and if you ask me, been trying to give you the world, but all you wanna do is tax me.
Break it down for me.
Yeah.
Drop it, girl, let me work, yeah. I will never leave. Get used to me, cause I ain't going nowhere. I can make you a believer. Let love. I can make you a believer. Let love. I can make you a believer. Let love. I can make you a believer. Let love change your mind. I can make you. 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 I can make you.
Yeah.
I can make you a believer. I can make you. 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 Let love change your mind.
Yeah. That's called Make You, so you'll hear that sooner or very soon. It's actually out there somewhere, but you just gotta find it because that's how we like to do things. So welcome to the conversation. Our last couple pies was like phenomenal, and I feel since I was I was cutting grass today, but I listened to it the whole time. The last part, the tangible, I named it Tangible, or Tangible Jesus or something like that. Yeah. But I was listening to it like nonstop, back and forth, because I kept on hearing the conversation over again, and it was kind of changing me, and it starts to make me. It starts to enhance my idea of what believing really is and what I should be expecting.
right.
I expect the fresh.
Yeah.
Wink at the camera, right? I expect the fresh, but I'm looking. I have gotten bored with the normal, the status quo. Can I say that? And not bored to the point of I need entertainment. I'm not bored like it's not bored like you want to go to the movies or something. It's not bored like that. That's a fugazi bored because you're building your life off of a dopamine spike, and now you're trying to because you don't really know where you're really ground level. You're really not on the ground, right? You really don't know where equilibrium is. So not necessarily that, but it's just I guess when I see Jesus and I read him and I see him and I pay attention, then I begin to expect more. Like I'm expecting more than what we're seeing. Mm-hmm. It's amazing to me how. Let's see how I put it, EJ. It's amazing to me how off. I don't say off. How under. I don't know. Under's the word. How we lowballing. Like we're underachieving.
Right.
Can I say that? We're underperforming.
Mm-hmm.
And it amazes me how even in the highest performers in this system is still an underperformance.
Mm-hmm.
Even those that we boost or we say they're great. We were talking about sports and we're talking about entertainment, and as much as we boost them, it's still underachieving. Because I would always say this: if you're that great and you're that powerful, then why isn't your city changing?
Yep.
I could name at one particular time. I remember them doing a march in Chicago for somebody that was running for office, and it was pandering for the black people. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And they had all these different people. And if I name these big entertainers, you know them. I mean, they're just huge entertainers. And they got all these people, and they still lost the election.
Yep.
And I was like, dang, like, and they lost in the city. I was still like, dang, like, how is it that you got all of y'all out this one city with all this money and all this influence, and people are boosting you so high to be whatever, and you can't bring the murder rate down in your city?
Right.
It doesn't seem to make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me that you have this many billionaires in a city or a region or whatever,
Yep.
and you still can't deal with
Yep.
the idea of homelessness or whatever. And the reason too why you can't really deal with, because we always talk about signs and wonders and miracles, but the real miracle is the change of man's heart.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know how to do it. They can change man's heart to get what they want out of them, which is always money.
Yep.
Or some kind of data or something like that. But they don't know how to change it to the will of God or to what God originally intended for mankind to be and how it should be created. Mm-hmm. We were talking about that last night, what the law could not do, right? I think, bro, that when I'm paying attention to Jesus now, right? And Jesus seems, I just hear what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus seems to break all the rules.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not talking about the law. Like, I'm not talking about like breaking. I'm talking about like even the laws that are above the law, like even the law of gravity, right? Or even the law of energy, or the law, like these laws that you know, physics, right?
Yeah.
He was breaking the law. The rules of the status quo said that you could never feed 5,000 people with 5 loaves and 2 fish. You could never do it. I mean, the basic laws of what we understand as anatomy.
Yeah.
And of, you know, I had one called, we did a podcast called cell multiplication, and what we've limited ourselves to think about this. There's no way you can do it. I was the one in Mark 6 we listened to it in the car a little while ago, and it was like he made them sit down in groups of 150. Boy, you know how many 50 people is? I think we read through this real quick, and we don't really use our imagination.
Yeah, we don't use our
50 people in one spot. I'm about to throw a birthday party for my daughter, a 1-year-old birthday party, and we have 50 people coming. Right? It's 50 individuals. Okay, just hear me. You got 50 individuals, right? That's with men, women, and children. It's about 50 people going to be there, and we're supplying food for them. I already know how much I got to spend for food for 50 people. And I'm talking about some old regular pizza like stuff, right?
Right.
Feeding 50 people ain't no joke.
Right.
Right? Don't I come up there with 2 boxes apiece and talk about, man, we got to feed 50 people up here. Like, I need a miracle. I need the mother to close that box, break that, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But now they said, can you imagine how many people is 100? We were just talking about this.
Yeah.
The rules are being broken because he sees something differently. Mm-hmm. You get it?
Yep.
So because I guess I'll go into it. Your faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And what I've been realizing is that our faith is so much in what we have seen that we don't see the new thing that God is trying to create.
Right.
Right. You're seeing but you don't see.
Yep.
We were talking about that in the car. You remember you say seeing what you don't see? Mm-hmm. Hearing and you don't hear. It's almost like we can't see. Jesus when I say Jesus, I'm not talking about the deity of Jesus. I'm not talking about I'm talking about the deity, but I'm talking about, because we all have deity in us.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the deity of Jesus in the sinful flesh like we have. So he is subject to the limitations. He put himself in there to be subject to the same limitations that we call excuses.
Right.
Ain't that crazy?
Right.
So and then for sin condemns sin in the flesh. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believed in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. He's come into the same kind of being that is limited, that has been failing, that has been, not knowing which way is left and right, been trying stuff. I was even what the law could not do. That means it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. The doing ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? If this is supposed to be what God expects of me, then it's not giving me the result that I believe God will produce.
Yep.
You got me? If God is who I believe he is, and he's as almighty and powerful as we've been singing that he is, then something is not adding up. We're not seeing the magnitude or the massiveness of what could really be. Jesus saw it. So this is why he can see 5 loaves and 2 fish and realize, oh, this is enough to feed everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. This
is why he can see and say, go cast a hook and the first fish come up, they're going to be a piece of money. This is the command that he has, but it's not because he's deep off in the spirit. It's because he sees something. He sees not just the situation, but he sees life from a different perspective. Yep. The nerve of God to go across the void water, the nerve of him, and to say, the nerve of God, the nerve, the gall, the confidence, the audacity of God to say, let there be light, and then it actually happens. Hear what I'm saying? The audacity of God to be over the void of the waters. We don't even know why the water's void or why it's darkness. We don't even know why that is.
Right.
But we just going with the story. That's where it starts, right?
Right.
The audacity of him to believe that he can separate the land from the water and then put the sun in the moon and call it day and night. The audacity of you to be able to create different little animals, like you just art class, like you just fly, like the audacity of you to create something called a seed, and then it will go into what you made, the ground, and then the ground, whatever it is, and the seed multiply, and it just keeps going. The audacity of you to believe that you can do something like that, right? And people don't talk about God like that, but the audacity, right? The audacity to make a clay figure from dirt and then think that you're going to breathe into it and it becomes a living soul, and it doesn't. And then you said you made it in your image and your likeness. The audacity, right? That same audacity, you don't see it as audacity because it's God, right?
Right.
But that same thing is on the inside of you.
Yep.
He said, I'm in the Father, the Father in me, you in me, and I'm in you. So Jesus comes with that same audacity and tell you that you can.
Yep.
You too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get it? But it's because you see void and water and chaos. God sees an opportunity for light. God sees the opportunity for building. He sees something that you don't see.
Right.
You got to catch what I'm saying.
Right.
We can't even conceive it because it's so much higher sometimes. And we're just playing these games. We're playing these money games, and we're playing these relationship games, and we're playing these competition games. My house is bigger than your house.
Yeah.
I got a house in this neighborhood. You got a house in that neighborhood. My church is like that. This is your church like that. Oh, y'all wearing these clothes. They're wearing these clothes. Y'all have that many people. We've got this many people. Oh, white, black, this. And then we're playing these games, and we're not even seeing what's really going on. We're not even seeing the truth of the matter is really a feces show. You know they call it but I use the word feces. Yeah. It's a feces show. The whole thing, this whole society is a feces show. Right? That is meant to distract you.
Yep.
So that you can never see.
Yep.
The simplicity that is in Christ Jesus.
Yep.
You get me? One of the best I can describe is when Peter walks on the water, all the waves and everything distract him from seeing the one that told him he can walk. He's defying the law. He's defying the law of gravity by walking on the water. And the one that told him he could was enabling him to be able to do that and know that he could step. Right? I love that on the other pod. He said Jesus can't walk, and so you know you can step, right? Didn't even realize I was saying it. But yet you begin to look around at the things, and it's not even just that he wasn't looking at Jesus. Mm-hmm. You get it? Because Jesus says, "Come." I don't even think it says. I don't even think it says Jesus said to keep your eyes on me.
No, I don't think so.
He just says, "Come." Right? Y'all can correct me if y'all want to. We can look it up. But I don't think he says. Let me see. Peter walking on water. Let's do it real time. I should know what this is. Okay, Matthew 14. He sent disciples to the boat. Jesus went to them walking on the lake. And the disciples saw him. They said, "Oh, there's a goat." They scared, of course. Huh? All he said was come.
Yeah, just say come.
It is I, don't be afraid. Peter said, "Tell me come." He never said keep your eyes on me. See, we preach that. If he'd have kept his eyes on Jesus, he'd have never sank. No. He could have kept his eyes on Jesus, right? And still not done what he was supposed to do. Because the instruction was to come. He didn't say, "Look at me and come." If you keep your eyes on me, keep your eyes on me and you won't go under. Well, all these people that's quote unquote serving God and serving Jesus and everything going under daily. Make me understand it. You got your eyes on Jesus, looking into Jesus, all the infinity.
Right.
Make me understand it. It was something else he was enabling to him from the inside.
Yep.
But Peter becomes distracted with the outside of himself.
Yep.
And miss out on what his inside is enabling him to do. You get it? You're seeing something different. And so there's something about Jesus that sees something different. He's even working from and here's where we go. He's even working from a different end of the spectrum. We were talking about this a couple minutes ago too.
Yeah.
Y'all go listen to the pod. It might be out by the time it was called "Water's Greater Than Wine." I think it is out. You'll be able to see it. Because I realized, and you have to go watch the pod because I don't want to go into it, but I realized that Jesus is actually doing a test. Y'all do know that social media. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna show you how to see something. I know some of y'all may be on, like you're probably watching this on YouTube right now. You may be watching this on Patreon. All these are social medias. You know, Instagram clips on there, Twitter. Well, not Twitter no more, it's X, right? TikTok, Snapchat, Threads, like Facebook, whatever one it is, right?
Yeah.
Y'all do know that as y'all are on there playing games and taking pictures, which they own those pictures now, by the way, too. When you take those pictures and put it on their platform, they own all the images. But you do know all the information that you put on there is their information because you voluntarily put it on their platform. But they're only trying to gather data. They're playing a different game. We playing whatever, and we talking, and we sending pictures, and we DMs and everything. And they're just gathering data. Oh, this person likes to look at this type of post. Mm-hmm. So we can sell this to this type of person. Yep. And boy, if they ever release those algorithms, boy, there'd be some people in trouble out here, boy. The stuff that they clicking on and clicking back off, we ain't gonna get on that, right? You search your own self. But the data is the game. They're playing the data game. Even when we watch sports and they talking about the love of the game, it's not about any of that. Even when we watch the news and they watching the politics on the CNN and all these different ones, it's not about any of those shows or those TV shows you watch. It's not about any of this stuff. It never was. It was always about what data can I get from you by you watching this. I'm watching the data. Oh, y'all like this. Oh, so I can sell this to you. I can sell this idea to you.
It's been a number game.
And then the pharmaceuticals and all of them, they're big. They're bankrolling these shows so that they can hook you, so then they can advertise you in the middle.
Yep.
It's a different game, but you think you just out here living. You think you're socially meeting people. You know what I'm saying? And it's a data game, right? There's a scripture that say the children in this world, in their generation, are wiser than the children of light. And I get it. So Jesus comes doing that same kind of data research. You get me? He's doing the same kind of data research. So I don't want to go into it because y'all got to watch Water to Wine pod. Yeah. But in so many words, water is greater than wine. Water is better for you than wine is. So because water is better for you than wine is, it seems like he's making a lesser thing with a higher quality grade product. Mm-hmm. You get me? But yet he's there. I never could trace why he does it, but there's no logical or philosophical, supernatural reason to make water into wine. They was already done, right?
They were drunk.
They were drunk already. They were drunk. Had to be. They were drunk and they're about to get drunker. Didn't make any sense.
Right.
But Jesus is testing the temperature of mankind. Y'all go watch that pod. He's seeing things from a different perspective. So while you working down here, he's seeing it from the bird's eye view while he still has his feet on the ground. You get it? And he's expecting us. So when he asks how we're going to feed these people, he's expecting us to see something differently. You get it? Because if I can see something differently, EJ, then I can be something differently. If I can see what's there but it's not there, you can read the room. There's another part we did a thing called read the room.
Yep.
If you can read the room and see something that's is there, but everybody can't see it there, but it's there.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's right there. Matter of fact, it's inside of the thing that they can see, but they don't know the capabilities of that thing that they seen.
Mm-hmm.
The woman, we were always talking about the woman.
Yep.
He said, "What you got now?" She said, "I ain't got nothing but a little oil in a little vase."
There you go.
He said, the prophet said, "Oh, okay. Yeah. Do the instructions. Because there's multiplication inside of what you got already." You get it? But he's seeing something differently. It's not about what you see already. It's about what you can you see what you can't see?
Yeah.
I think there's a scripture, I don't want to quote it right, but it says, "Blessed." It says it's almost like saying, "Blessed are those that believe but don't see." Like some people need to see it to believe it, but he said, "Blessed are the ones that can't see it but believe it." He's trying to tap you into something else. He's trying to tap you into another possibility. Of course, you can do all the same things that everybody else is doing. That's what we're doing. We repeat offending. We're becoming efficient at what exists already.
Right.
And then trying to call ourselves specialists or masters. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
But Jesus sees something that wasn't there before, and it allows him to create something and make something that wasn't seen. And here's how I prove it. I saw somebody talking about, we got to be better disciples. And it's not about being disciples. Just because Jesus says that you love one another, then you know you're my disciples indeed, right? That still don't mean nothing, because he said the works I do, you do also greater works than these. He doesn't say, if you believe on me, you who was Jesus a disciple of?
Right.
But he said you're going to be like me. So you got to get past the disciple into the oneness, right? And so Jesus begins to, I know this is how they'll know Christ. When Nicodemus, and I go through this quick, I don't know how much time we got to go through this quick. Right, you ready? When Nicodemus comes to Jesus, he says, let me go read it. I want to read it again, because people be trying to check your words to make sure. No, you missed a word. Okay. He says, "Rabbi, my master, we know that thou art a teacher come from God. For no man can," listen what he says, "no man can do these miracles that thou doest except God be with him." Do you understand what he's saying? He said, can't nobody do the miracles you do unless God be with him. So we ain't seen these.
Nope.
You doing something for me to come over here and talk to you about this, because we haven't seen none of this. And then Jesus immediately in that conversation gives him his perspective. He said, well, you must be born again.
Right.
He lets him see what he don't see, because you're so consumed with what you do see that you can't even see what God is trying to do. That makes sense?
Right.
But that's what attracted Nicodemus to Jesus. That's what makes a man who is accomplished and at the top of his game, and he's the top of the food chain. Right?
Yep.
Make him come at night to say, man, how you doing this? You got to be from God. And he knows that he's from God by what he's doing,
Yep.
by the results that he's showing. You know a tree by the
Fruit. Yep.
right? Some of us are bearing regurgitated fruit. We're so busy chasing after the influencer and the business person, and now we're trying to make more money, and now we're trying to make more whatever, and now we're trying to make more of these things that already exist, that it exists in abundance, but it ain't changing nothing for life. Ain't that something? You get what I'm saying? It's like God is trying to do something, and it's even with the things that exist, but he's trying to do something that enhances his plan here. But we can't see it because we're looking at what we're looking at. We can't even see there's another pod. I always refer to these pods. We got a whole library of pods. Self can't see.
Self can't see, man.
Y'all go find that pod and look at it. So because self can't see, we're constantly we're almost blinded by self and can't even see the possibilities of what he can do that's different. And mind you, the first thing they go talk about when it's time to feed the 5,000, the first thing they start talking about is money. Because the first thing we would do, oh, we can't go buy that much, right? He wasn't even talking about that. He's not even trying to go through the normal channels that you go through to do something. You need a loan. I need an investor. You know what I'm saying? Like I need supporters. You know what I'm saying? I need people to pledge or buy into this. He's not even using his money to pay taxes. Do you understand? Do you understand what that looks like, EJ? In 2024, expecting something different. Right? Not different just to be weird and different, because sometimes it's the same line. The seed still has the DNA of whatever fruit that it's going to produce, or whatever plant or thing that it's going to produce. It still has the DNA, but it just don't look it right now. It don't look it. But if I can see inside the seed, then I know that there's multiplication in there. I know that there's something else in there. See that, and it's really talking about you can see inside yourself the kingdom of God. Lo here. Now, when he says they're gonna say lo here, lo there, those are C words. Those are C conversations.
Yep.
Those are visual conversations.
Yep.
Lo here. He's saying, look over there, or look over there. No, he said the kingdom of God is within you, and it's something like seed and seek. Both have C in them.
Yep.
Seek ye first the kingdom of God. If thy eye be single,
Yeah.
he's trying to tell you something.
Right.
You get it? It's the seeing. It's the seeing. We're seeing. We're not seeing, and we don't take the time, and we don't drop enough of the visuals that they're giving us to be able to see what vision is. You get it? We're so television. You get it? We're consuming so much of the vision that they're giving us that we begin to reproduce that vision that they're giving us. And now God has something fresh that he's working on, but we can't even see it. So all the songs sound the same.
Yep.
And you rapping the same words, you singing the same words, no matter what genre it is.
Yep.
And it's nothing new, it's nothing fresh. So nothing changed. You can't put new wine in old skins.
Nope.
And then you can't put the new cloth on the old cloth. It's just nothing new is happening. But everything Jesus does, and it demands Nicodemus to come and ask him what he's doing. Because we're willing to see something that ain't there. And I know where it's at, EJ. I know where it's at. And I'll leave with this. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Watch this. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. And nobody can tell me what heaven looks like right now. The people are talking about, we had a near-death experience, NDE they call it, near-death experience, or after death or whatever, and they seen whatever, and that's cool and all that. And I'm not saying nobody lying, but nobody can for sure bring me back some pictures. Where the streets are gold. What kind of gold? Like, is it cobblestone? Is it
Right.
pavement gold? Is it? You can't tell me. You get it? But thy kingdom come, thy will be done. But I'm requesting, our Father, the glory is yours. So I'm requesting that thy kingdom come. I don't need nothing else. Just give me this day our daily bread. And forgive me my debts or my lack or my shortcoming or what I don't see, as I forgive those that can't see either. And lead me not into temptation of repeat offending, or reproducing the thing that you didn't plan. But leave me that, but deliver me from the unripeness.
Yep.
That's what evil means in Hebrew. Unripe. Deliver me from the unripeness. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. You know what it looked like, God. You know what it's supposed to look like. Open up my eyes. You remember the boy? He said he got so many against us. And the prophet said, open up his eyes so he can
Yep.
see.
Yep.
All right, y'all. This been the conversation. We'll see y'all next time.
You're